Hi there, and welcome to this short walkthrough of how to use the online Open Day platform. My name is Adam Chin and I work in the University of Exeter's UK Student Recruitment Office. So this video may be useful for those of you who have never used the platform before and are going to be logging in for the first time, and also those of you that may be more familiar with the website who might just need to refresh the memory slightly. So in this video, I'm going to cover 5 key topics that are important for getting started and using the platform. Those include registering and logging in for the first time, editing your profile once you've managed to log in. I'm going to show you the kind of content you can expect to see within the auditorium for the upcoming events, the live Q&A chat within the subject booths, and then also I'm going to briefly mention the networking lounge, which is a new area of the platform that's under construction still. So first things first, it's the recommended internet browser to use to view the platform. It's Google Chrome. That one just seems to be the best one to view the platform that we're going to be using. So Google Chrome is the recommended internet browser. You can see the URL in the top of the address bar here to take you to the access page to log in. It's www.exeter.ac.uk/virtual open day. I'm going to go ahead and click through to there now. It makes sense to say at this point, if you're going to be working on the open day sessions or logging into the platform with a great deal of regularity, it might be useful for you to add it as a bookmark just for ease of access. You can do that by clicking the star on the top right of your address bar, clicking through and then adding this as a bookmark. If you haven't registered already, then go ahead and hit the not registered yet button. Select the undergraduate virtual open day option, and that will take you through to this rather self-explanatory form. Go ahead and fill in the fields. We would like to say if you could add your job title or whether you're a student ambassador to the last name of your field, just so we know the kinds of people that are logging in and registering. So something like that is fine. In the email section, if you could please refrain from using your own personal email and just use your Exeter email to register, that would be great. Go ahead and scroll down and create a password for yourself, and then also indicate your status. Hopefully all of you will be a current University of Exeter student or member of staff. Select that and then go ahead and tick the data protection statement and then click submit. That will then generate an email that will be forwarded to you with a link to this page, and then you'll be able to log into the website using those details that you've just created. If you need to then change your password, you can do once you've logged in. So I'm going to go ahead now and log into the website. Again, selecting the undergraduate virtual open day option. And then I'm through to the main home page, which we also call the lobby page. And you can see here all of these areas that are visible on the page are ready to be viewed and explored just by clicking on each banner. So now that we're into the website, the first thing that we want to do is edit the profile, and this is to help us to identify you as a student ambassador or member of staff. So we can do that by clicking the settings icon in the top right corner of the page, selecting your profile, which is the 4th on the drop down. That'll bring up this little pop-up here, and then above the profile image you can see the edit profile button. If you select that, and that will take you through to this form. Don't worry, you don't have to fill in all of the fields on this form, just a few key fields need to be filled in. You can see that I've added my job title again to my name, and that's to make my job title visible in other areas of the platform, such as the live Q&A chats within the subject booths. So go ahead and add your job title or student ambassador to your name. About you is an important one as well that you can use. So student ambassadors, go ahead and write a sentence about your interests and maybe what you're studying. Academics, you could write a sentence about what you teach. Scrolling down again, ensure that the University of Exeter's in the company and organisation field. I've added my job title again in that field just to make my job title visible in my profile area, just in case anyone was having a look at that. And then also in the status field, select that you're a current student or member of staff again. Go ahead and hit submit. And then you'll see that my details have been updated. You'll receive a message in the top right corner there. Add a profile image as well, if you would like. To go back to the lobby then, hit link to lobby button, which is above the profile image on the left hand side, which will return you to the main lobby page. So I'm going to briefly show you inside the auditorium now and the content that you'd expect to see in there. So for the upcoming events, we're going to have central videos such as admissions, accommodation. There's going to be some welcome talks, also a video on how to make best use of the platform, and also some alumni videos are going to be in the on-demand tab, ready for visitors to go in within their own time and just view those, and they're going to be available in the on-demand section. So there's going to be no live or mock live content scheduled. And there's also not going to be any subject content within the auditorium for the upcoming events, which in turn means there's going to be no live Q&A chat within the auditorium during the week. So there's no subject content and no live Q&A chat at all within the auditorium for these upcoming events. Going back to the lobby, subject content and live Q&A chat will occur within each individual subject booth instead. So if we use English as an example within the College of Humanities, go ahead and click on the English tile to take you through to the subject booth. And then if I was to click on videos, you can see here there's some presentations about studying English at Streatham campus and also studying English at Penryn campus. So that is where to direct any visitors who want to find out more about an individual subject. Subject videos, subject presentations will be within the video section of each subject booth. Moving on to the live Q&A element then. Within each subject area, you'll see the top button here, which will be saying we're online. Click here to chat now. So if I go ahead and do that, that'll click me into this live Q&A, this live chat area for English in this case. To maximize the chat, you can toggle on and off full screen. So I'm going to do that. You can see down the right hand side here all of the people that are available and who are visiting and who are in the chat. So right now my colleague Becky is also in this English live chat with me. You can see that we have crown icons next to our names here. That's to indicate that we're an admin user. So that will probably be the primary way that you can distinguish between who's a Exeter student ambassador and member of staff and who's a visitor. Visitors will not have the crown icon next to their name. So it could be important to mention at this point, if academics or student ambassadors want to log in before the 26th of May, which is the date of our first session, maybe to familiarize yourself with the website. You will require admin access. So academics, if you contact your college team, they will be able to give this to you. You will then be able to log into the website and familiarize yourself just to get your bearings and have a bit of a play around, navigate around before the date, the 26th of May, which is our first session. So you will require admin access for that. So it's important to introduce yourself once you've started maybe your shift within the subject booth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. If I just type in here, I'm going to post that. So you can see I've written something along the lines of that will be fine. If you wanted to, here we go. Becky's just asked me a question, and I'll come on to answering that in a moment. It's important to say that if you're replying to a question from a visitor, to click the reply button and then go ahead and answer your question like that, rather than posting a new comment, just so we can keep all the questions and answers together as one organized thread, and it's not disorganized and becomes difficult to follow for any visitors or users that may be looking to find out the answer to their question. So if we just hit the reply button, I will do that in a moment. You may be assigned questions to yourself by SRO or college staff who are going to be monitoring and also staffing subject booths. That can be done by picking up the pin, hit the pin icon on the right hand side here and dragging it into a user. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to pick up Becky's question here and drag it into my name like so. You can see that Becky's question is now highlighted pink for me, and it's also appeared in the My Chat tab. The pin has also turned green, and if I was to go into My Chat, I can see that a new question has been assigned to me, and I can go ahead and reply if I wanted to within the My Chat tab. I'm going to go back to the Live Chat tab and reply to Becky's question. So she's asked about the class size and teaching style for English. So I'm going to just pop that into there. You can see when someone's typing a comment or going to be responding, you can see that little message that appears that I'm typing a comment, and then something along the lines of this for her answer. For the answer to her question, I've replied like so. So it's useful to assign questions when the chat is busy, so we don't get multiple people trying to answer one question at a time. So it's useful in that sense, just to organize and manage if a chat becomes busy. So if you need to look up an answer, or it's going to be a longer answer to type, it makes sense to reply to the visitor using a quick holding message, such as, "Hi, thanks for your question. I'm now going to respond to it." And then follow that up once you're ready and have typed or looked up and found out the answer. Where possible, it would be great to answer visitors' questions with a fully written answer rather than posting links to other pages. That's not to say you can't provide links and attachments to complement what you've written, but we want visitors to feel like that they've had that kind of personal interaction with you, even though they haven't had the chance to speak with you face to face. Just on that point, you can go ahead and click the paperclip icon, which will then allow you to attach any kind of image or document you want to make available to the visitor. And then the final thing to address on the live Q&A chat is that some questions may fall outside the remit of the subject stand. So if you could please redirect people to the correct stand rather than attempting to answer these queries yourself. Even if you know the answer, it's just to keep visitors moving around the site and avoiding the cases of visitors asking questions that aren't relevant to subject booths. So yeah, if we could do that, that would be great. Look out for this document that will be circulated nearer the time of the event. It's titled Where to Direct Inquiries, and it's got links to all the other subject booths and stands. Excuse me. Very useful document. Look out for this. Nearer the time of the event, it's got links and information on all the other stands and where to direct inquiries to if you ever have questions that might pop up. So that covers the live chat element. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that now and close that off. So I'm back onto the lobby page now. And then the final thing I want to just mention is the networking lounge, which is an area that's still under construction. It hasn't quite been implemented yet. This is just a screen cap and an example of what a networking lounge might look like. It won't look exactly like this. It's just to give you a bit of an idea of what to expect. So it'll function like any of the other booths and areas of the website that you've already seen, using the same icons to engage with our visitors. So chat function here. I can't click into these to show you as this is just a screen cap. So another area to chat, a polls area, discussions. We'll be making use of this to kind of prompt popular topics that might be asked by visitors. So a discussion subject area. You've got the FAQs and also some icons and links to social media as well. So that's what a networking lounge may look like. And then in the lobby page there'll be another banner up where you can click through to that networking lounge if your shift is within there. So that's pretty much the 5 areas that I wanted to cover. I hope this video has been useful for you. If you're still unsure on anything, then please get in touch with the team. Myself or Becky Noble. I'll just bring up our email addresses now for you. Please get in touch if you're still continuing to have technical issues, or we'll try and help as best as we can. So all that remains to be said is thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you virtually at the upcoming online open day sessions.